Okay, real question. What if I told you there's a tiny animal so tough, scientists shot it into outer space and it survived? Or that there's a shrimp that can punch so fast, it makes the water around it hotter than the actual sun? Angatus. Somewhere in the ocean right now, there's a jellyfish that never dies. Like, ever. It just keeps going forever. Sound made up? I get it. But every single one of those is 100% real, and they're all on today's list. In this video, we're counting down 20 animal facts so mind-blowing, so weird, and so impossible sounding that you're probably going to want to pause this video and Google them yourself. And honestly, go ahead, because the craziest part is they're all true. Let's go! 20. Cows have best friends. Okay, starting with something super sweet. Did you know cows have best friends? Like a real BFF, one specific cow they love to hang out with. Scientists found that when cows are separated from their best friend, they get stressed and sad. Their heart beats faster, just like yours does when something upsets you. So the next time you see cows in a field standing close together, they're not just random cows. They're probably best friends hanging out. Cows are basically us. 19. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep. This one might be the cutest thing in the entire animal kingdom. Sea otters sleep floating on the water. But here's the problem. If they fall asleep, ocean currents might drift them apart from their family. So what do? They hold hands. A whole group of otters floating together, holding paws, so nobody gets lost while they snooze. This group is actually called a raft of otters. And mama otters wrap their babies in seaweed like a little sleeping bag if they need to go find food. 18. Dolphins call each other by name. Dolphins are seriously smart. Like, scary smart. Each dolphin has its own special whistle, kind of like a name, that it makes up when it's a baby. And when other dolphins want to talk to that specific dolphin, they copy that exact whistle to get their attention. Scientists have recorded dolphins basically shouting each other's names when they're far apart. They have names. They call out to each other. If dolphins ever learn to read, we're in trouble. 17. Flamingos are actually born white. Wait, you thought flamingos were born pink? Nope. Baby flamingos are white and fluffy when they hatch. They only turn pink because of the food they eat, tiny shrimp and algae that are packed with a pink pigment. So flamingos are literally pink because of what they eat. If you stop feeding them that food, they'd slowly turn white again. That means flamingos are basically living proof that you are what you eat. 16. Elephants can't jump but they run. Here's a fun one. Elephants are the only large animal on Earth that literally cannot jump. Their legs aren't built for it. They can never get off 4 feet off the ground at once. But don't feel too bad for them. Elephants can still move super fast, up to 25 kilometers per hour. The funny part? When they're going that fast, it's technically still a walk, because they always have at least 1 foot on the ground. So they don't run. They just walk really fast. The world's fastest power walker. 15. Wombats make cube-shaped poop. Yes, we're talking about poop, because this is genuinely one of the most bizarre facts in nature. Wombats, these chunky little animals from Australia, are the only animals in the entire world that produce cube-shaped droppings. Not round, not oval, cube, like tiny dice. Scientists spent years figuring out why, and they finally found the answer. Wombats have special stretchy intestine walls that squish everything into cube shapes. And the reason they do it? so their poop doesn't roll away when they use it to mark their territory. Wombats invented non-rolling poop, gave them a science award. 14. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. You have 1 heart. An octopus has 3. 2 of them pump blood to its gills, kind of like lungs but for water. And the 3rd pumps blood to the rest of its body. Oh, and their blood is blue. Not red like ours. That's because instead of iron, they use copper to carry oxygen to their blood, and copper turns blue. Their blood is like liquid metal. And here's the wild bonus fact. When an octopus swims, one of its hearts stops beating entirely. That's why they prefer crawling. Swimming literally makes their heart stop. Dramatic little creatures. 13. Crows remember your face and can hold a grudge. Okay, here's one that might make you a little nervous. Crows are incredibly smart. And if one decides it doesn't like you, it will remember your face for years. Scientists found this out by wearing masks and bothering crows. Even years later, those crows would dive bomb anyone wearing that same mask. And they taught other crows to do it too, like they were spreading gossip. See that face? Don't trust them. So if you're ever mean to a crow, just know, they remember. And they talk to their friends about it. 12. The mantis shrimp punches faster than your eye can see. Meet the mantis shrimp, a little sea creature that is absolutely not to be messed with. It has special club-like arms that it uses to punch its prey. How fast? So fast your eyes literally cannot track it. The punch moves at 80 kilometers per hour and hits with the same force as a bullet. It punches so hard that it creates bubbles in the water. And those bubbles collapse with a shock wave that can stun or kill prey even when the punch misses. Mantis shrimp have actually broken aquarium glass before. A tiny shrimp broke the glass. Respect. 11. Axolotls can grow back body parts. Imagine if you scraped your knee, and instead of a scab forming, your skin just grew back perfectly. No scar, no mark, just brand new skin. That's basically what axolotls do. Except it's not just skin. They can regrow entire legs, their spine, their heart, even parts of their brain. These little guys look like pink underwater puppies. They're a type of salamander from Mexico, and they're basically a living superpower. Scientists are studying them right now, hoping to understand how they do it, because if we can figure that out, it could change medicine forever. 10. A tiny shrimp can make water as hot as the sun with sound. We're in the top 10 now, and this one sounds completely made up, but I promise it's real. There's a tiny creature called a pistol shrimp, and it snaps its claws so incredibly fast that it creates a flash of heat up to 8,000 degrees. That is hotter than the surface of the sun, for just a tiny fraction of a second. It also makes a sound louder than a gunshot. A shrimp, louder than a gun. In fact, a whole group of pistol shrimp is so loud underwater, it can mess with submarine sonar. A bunch of shrimp jamming military technology. Incredible. 9. Goats' eyes rotate when they put their head down. Goats have rectangular pupils, which is already super weird looking. But here's the even weirder part. When a goat lowers its head to eat grass, its eyeballs physically rotate inside its head to keep those rectangular pupils horizontal. Because those weird horizontal pupils let goats see almost all the way around them, like a superpower for spotting danger. Their eyes literally spin so they never lose that view, even when they're looking down. Goats have built-in rotating security cameras for eyes. Slightly creepy. Amazing. 8. Butterflies taste with their feet. When a butterfly lands on a flower or in your hand, it's tasting you. Not with its mouth, with its feet. Butterflies have taste sensors on the bottom of their legs, and the moment they touch something, they immediately know what it tastes like. And their feet are actually 200 times more sensitive to sugar than your tongue. 200 times. So next time a butterfly lands on you, it's basically saying, interesting flavor. A little weird. A little flattering. You decide. 7. Humpback whales have hit songs that go viral. Whales sing. You might already know that. But here's what's wild. Humpback whale songs actually change over time, kind of like music trends. A whale in one part of the ocean comes up with a cool new sound, and other whales start copying it. Then those whales spread it to more whales. Scientists have tracked a brand new whale song spreading from one side of the Pacific Ocean to the other in just 2 years. That's whales going viral. The ocean has its own music charts. And honestly, their songs are pretty beautiful. Look it up. 6. Sharks are older than trees. This one always gets people. Sharks have been swimming in the ocean for about 450 million years. Trees, like the ones you see outside, only appeared around 350 million years ago. That means sharks were already swimming around for 100 million years before the first tree ever grew on land. They were here before the dinosaurs. They survived the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. They have survived almost every single disaster this planet has ever thrown at life. The most ancient, most unbreakable predator on Earth is still alive right now, swimming in the ocean. Sharks were here first. 5. Elephants cry and mourn their family members. We're in the top 5, and this one is going to hit you right in the heart. When an elephant in the herd dies, the other elephants don't just walk away. They stand around the body. They gently touch it with their trunks. They stay for days. Elephants have even been seen returning to the same spot years later, going out of their way to visit the bones of a family member who died. They remember, they grieve, and when baby elephants lose their moms, they show signs of sadness that can last for years. Elephants feel things deeply. They are not so different from us. 4. The mantis shrimp sees colors that humans literally cannot imagine. Okay, close your eyes for a second. Actually, don't. You're watching a video. But imagine a color. Any color. Now, imagine a color that doesn't exist in anything you've ever seen. A color with no name. A color your brain can't even picture. That's what the mantis shrimp sees every single day. Humans have 3 types of color receptors in our eyes. The mantis shrimp has 16. Scientists don't even have words to describe what the world looks like to them. There are colors being seen by this tiny sea creature right now that your brain is literally unable to process. They exist. You just can't see them. 3. The tardigrade can survive in outer space. The tardigrade, also called the water bear, is a tiny microscopic animal that looks like a chubby little caterpillar with 8 legs. And it might be the toughest living thing on the planet. It can survive freezing temperatures, boiling temperatures, crushing pressure, and deadly radiation. Scientists actually sent tardigrades to outer space, the real vacuum of space, and brought them back alive. How? They can turn their body into a tiny dried-up sleeping bag, dry themselves out completely, and wait for decades if they need to. And when water comes back, it just wakes back up, like nothing happened. The water bear doesn't die. It just waits. We all need that energy. 2. The immortal jellyfish never dies. Number 2. And this one is straight up science fiction, except it's real. There is a jellyfish called Torotopsis dohrnii, and it is biologically immortal. When it gets old or sick or hurt, instead of dying, it turns itself back into a baby. Not like a metaphor. It literally reverses its own aging process and becomes a tiny young jellyfish again. And then it grows up again, and can do it again, and again, forever. In theory, this jellyfish does not have to die of old age. Scientists are studying it right now because if we could figure out how it does that, the possibilities are unimaginable. 1. The pistol shrimp plus mantis shrimp together prove the ocean is basically another planet. Okay, Nova 1, and I want you to think about this. We have a shrimp that punches with bullet force, a shrimp that makes water hotter than the sun, a jellyfish that lives forever, a microscopic animal that survives in space, a salamander that regrows its brain. All these things exist, right now, on the same planet as you. And scientists have only explored about 20% of the ocean. 20%. That means 80% of the ocean, this giant part of our own world, is still a mystery. Nobody knows what's down there. And if the 20% we have found contains all of that, just imagine what's still waiting to be discovered. The most amazing animals on Earth might not even have names yet. And maybe one day, you'll be the one to find them. So which fact blew your mind the most? Was it the immortal jellyfish? The tardigrade in space? Or did the wombat cube get you? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And here's your challenge for today. Go tell one of these facts to someone in your house right now. A parent, a sibling, a pet. See if they believe you, because most of them sound completely fake. But they're all 100% real.